Yes! So much better!
Really? He digs his fingers deeper.
Ow! Oh, God! Oh, so good! Just keep me coming! Keep me coming, Bitman!
So, we're back at the hotel, and today we are actually gonna be going after like the dude in Purple Room 004. Apparently that's a new dude that's available now. This door looks a bit dirty. There's also a faint, unpleasant smell coming from it. Enter room Purple 004? Yeah. You enter room 004. Huh. As soon as you enter, the door behind you locks. Hey! Looks like you won't get to leave until you vacate the room. As you look around, you're immediately met with an unpleasant smell. It definitely fits the messy and cluttered look of the place. Whoever is living here, it's clear that cleaning is not their strong suit. But as you step further inside, you notice a surprisingly nice aroma. An aroma that doesn't seem to fit the dirty surroundings. When you turn to look at where the aroma is coming from, and you see smoke, there's a piece of armor and clothing swirling around it. The hell is that? Hello? The smoke starts to shift and take on shape, startling you and make you jump back. It takes you a moment to figure out what you're supposed to be looking at. Are you a knight? He turns to you unimpressed and gives you a short nod, as though it should be glaringly obvious he's a knight. You doubt a knight is supposed to be wearing a motorcycle helmet, though. And is his cape a carpet? Okay. Is he unable to talk? Maybe he just doesn't want to talk to someone, so he so clearly seems to be looking down on. Man, wait, hang on. I gotta save this real quick. Okay. Idiot face what? Oh, God. An idiot says what? You know, clearly it's gotta work sometime. Idiot says what? A violent blow to your head sends you crashing to the side with force. Crack, slam, smash, whack, wham. Ah! A face! You find yourself being relentlessly beaten and bludgeoned to death. Your agonizing screams drowned out by the merciless assault. Before you take a last breath, you hear nothing but an exasperated sigh of annoyance. Bad ending. Pest control. Ow! My feelings! Okay, let's see. I have direct orders from the king himself, or bow respectfully. I bow respectfully. You're in the presence of a knight, so obviously you need to act accordingly, or at least that's what you assume he's expecting you to do. You offer a respectful bow, a gesture of acknowledgement of the knight's noble presence and status. He just scoffs and seems to find your gesture of respect barely adequate in his presence, but still adequate. Seemingly content with the fact that you don't try and interact with him further, he ignores you and busies himself with polishing a part of his armor. At least he didn't attack you. You wonder how many humans he's encountered by now. The walkie-talkie voice indicated that there's been quite a lot of people before you sent to this hotel. Not wanting to think too much about the fact they all most likely died horribly and that you might be next, you focus on getting your job done. For now, you'll leave the knight alone. Maybe a more indirect approach will be better to engage with him. You begin tidying up the scattered items around, quietly going about the task while maintaining a respectful distance from him. Although you also keep your distance from the rotting food, that's too disgusting for you to touch right now. The knight eyes you curiously but doesn't comment or do anything. Once he's done polishing his armor, he leaves to another room, not caring about watching you anymore. Does that mean he sees you as harmless? That might be your advantage right now. Huh. Well now. Suddenly, something catches your attention. Huh? You could have sworn you saw something move. Towards the corner of the room is a bed. Why is it here? Now that you think about it, a lot of the furniture is misplaced. You stare at the bed. The bed! It just moved! Your heart is beating fast in your chest. Why would a bed move around? Cautiously, you get a bit closer. And the bed moves again! Towards you? Ah! Cease your squirming, you lowly vermin. Ah! It's sorry. You startled me. He can talk! Such irritating noises from a vermin like you. I shall slay you for daring to be annoying after I so graciously gave you the benefit of the doubt and kept you alive. No, please! Sorry for screaming, Mr. Nightman, sir! I swear the bed was moving around! Sir Knight to you, vermin. I'm sorry, Sir Knight! The bed! Moving around, you say? Yeah, I really did see it move! Sir Knight scoffs and takes a step towards the bed when suddenly... Hello? A giant mutant rat jumps out from under the bed. Ah! At this point, you're gonna die from a heart attack. In a split second, Sir Knight moves to slash at the mutant rat with nothing. Oh, how deeply I yearn to hold my trusted sword again. To wield it and strike down. Screech! The mutant rat bites into the knight's arm. Heretic rat sent by a heretic! I shall slay you! What? You watch Sir Knight kill the mutant rat with a gun? He doesn't shoot it though, but bludgeons it to death instead. Ha ha! Heretic animal! You have a gun? It is only a temporary substitute until I may wield my sword again. It's not dead! Sir Knight moves away from the rat, looking disgusted. No, it is already dissolving. Sadly, these vile creatures cannot simply be killed. It will return to its heretic crater from room 003. Once the rat dissolves into thin air, a note is left on the floor and something else. You can't make out what it is. A note? I do not care what this heretic has to say. False promises by the tongue of the devil. I shall slay you one day. At the hands of my sword, you will return to where you belong. The pits of hell. Something tells you Sir Knight and the guests from room 003 are not on good terms. You're nosy, so you take the note since Sir Knight doesn't seem to care about it. The note has horrendous handwriting, but you manage to barely decipher it. I have sent you a present as celebration for our friendship. This time, I made sure my ratoncitos aren't violent and won't attack you on sight. Sorry about the other times. Haha. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the gift I left you. Also, if you accidentally kill again, that's fine. Accidents happen. Oh god, I think I lost a few brain cells trying to read that. You look at where the rat dissolved and the gift, and where the gift should be. It's clear ratoncito ripped it to pieces. It's unrecognizable now. That didn't work out at all for guest 003. Sir Knight stares you down. You just stand there awkwardly, not really knowing what to do now. I stare back. You stare back at him. So does he. Is this a stare down? If so, you won't back down! The stare down continues. You both stare at each other, your gazes locked. The tension seems to be slowly increasing as the seconds pass by without either of you breaking eye contact. Or at least you assume Sir Knight didn't break eye contact yet. It's not like you can see where he's looking under that helmet of his. But you do see some smoke coming out from under it. Wait, what the hell? Ah! You suddenly trip as the smoke grabs your ankle and yanks you to the side, forcing you to break eye contact. I win. That's cheating! He chuckles. So very unsurprising that a lowly vermin such as yourself proved to be a bad loser. Let's see. Okay, fine, you want fair and square. You decide to just suck up to him and play along. He is a monster after all. Who knows what he'll do if you upset him too much. You give him an ugly fake smile. I know. His amusement turns into indifference now. He seems to get bored. What should you do now? This might be a good moment to continue with why you're here in the first place. So could you tell me a bit about yourself? Maybe why you won't vacate your room? He sighs. How repetitive. All you humans are the same. Huh? The only amusement I get from you lowly vermin is when I get to crush you like the insects you are. Crack, slam, smash, whack, wham! Ah! You find yourself being relentlessly beaten and bludgeoned to death, your agonizing screams drowned out by the merciless assault. Before you take a last breath, you catch a faint sound of cruel and mocking laughter. God! Not again! So what if I attacked him verbally? A noble and awesome knight as yourself can't even win a stare down without cheating? That's lame as hell. Sir Knight stiffens up. He didn't expect you to actually get snippy. Watch your tongue, lowly vermin. I'm not a vermin, and you're not a knight. Look at your so-called armor. It consists of a biker helmet and a cape. It could count as a knight's costume for a blind children's birthday party at best. My armor is perfect as it is, and a cretin such as yourself could never admire it for the perfection it truly is. Yeah, well, I bet I can make a better one. Huh. You are nothing but an inferior insect, a mere mortal. My armor is superior to anything you could create with your incapable human hands. Your audacity is so great it almost amuses me. I shall give you the chance to prove me wrong, lowly vermin. Go, make the superior armor you talk about, and feel free to use whatever you find in this room. Whatever I find here. Your room is just full of junk! I myself have used nothing but junk from this very room to make my perfect armor, so I am sure it'll be no problem for you to do the same. Damn it, he's right in that regard. But it's on time to make the best, most perfect, and superior armor ever and prove this wannabe knight wrong once and for all. Ah, my god. The ugliest armor known to man! You build the ugliest armor known to man, but because you are a bit delusional and don't know a thing about building an armor, you assume that it's actually pretty good? After putting on the armor, you feel extremely proud of yourself. You give Sir Knight a smug look. Not bad, huh? Huh. Why are you laughing? My armor is perfect! Indeed. Let me get a good look at this beauty I've created. He can barely contain his laughter as he circles you and looks you up and down. It looks like a pile of garbage thrown together, and it's hideous and a disgrace to the entire concept of armor. You gasp, clearly offended. A pile of garbage? Well, then it perfectly fits into your garbage place looking room. You're welcome. Huh. Correct. Ah! But that does not change reality. The armor you made is still horrible and does not compare at all to mine. You groan in frustration. The stupid night monster is really getting on your nerves. Who even cares about how ugly it looks? What matters is how good it works. You attempt to attack the knight with the armor on and trip immediately, landing flat on your face. You're unable to get back up. Ah! You squirm around on the floor, looking stupid and embarrassing. Huh. It's like I said, it is terrible in both looks and function. You look so pathetic, just like an insect. On the other hand, my armor looks perfectly, as it excels in both looks and function. You feel defeated. Considering your current position, you can't really argue against him at that point. Fine, your armor's better. It's not like I have to be good at armor making anyway. I'm here as a mediator, damn it. You squirm around helplessly, earning another mocking laugh from Sir Knight. To your surprise, though, he grabs you by the hem of your shirt and lifts you up to stand on your feet again. Ah, of course. Another puny human wanting to convince me of leaving this hotel room. So what will your attempt look like? Talk about your feelings, about your struggles, our goals in life? You finally manage to get out the ugliest armor known to man and grumble in annoyance at his mocking tone. Well, my goal is just to get this job over with and leave this stupid hotel. Oh, you unintelligent, puny human. You will not succeed. Yes, I will! You'll be the first human to do so. Your chances of succeeding look awfully tiny, to say the least. Almost as tiny as the value an inferior insect such as yourself has. You are so mean for no reason, he chuckles. It seems that you are not aware of how awful your circumstances really are, puny human. You are lucky to have been mildly entertaining to me up until now. Which is the very reason I have not crushed you yet. He takes a step closer to you as if to attack you. No, wait, don't kill me! I shall spare you, for now. Only because I have found a temporary use for you. He breathed a sigh of relief. You keep forgetting you're dealing with actual dangerous monsters here. You shall aid me in the kitchen. The kitchen? What am I, a maid? Alternatively, you could also serve as my new punching bag I use for stress relief. Perhaps you might even survive for a few weeks if I am feeling a bit gracious. You vigorously shake your head. No, thank you. I'll help in the kitchen. Huh. Very well then. You'll assist me in baking palmiers. Baking palmiers? This sounds more pleasant than what you thought he'd order you to do. You find yourself looking forward to a simple baking session. It might help you relax a bit given your circumstances. Alright, so what do we... Silence! I'm sorry! This is no cause for celebration. Do you perceive this to be a frivolous matter? A task where you can afford to ease your focus? Yeah, you would think exactly that. Baking is indeed a serious matter. It should be approached with the respect and determination it deserves. Anything less from you and I shall crush you like an insect. Understood, puny human? Yes, Sir Knight! Sorry, Sir Knight! Very well. Now follow me. You sigh, brace yourself for a very serious baking session that is unironically a matter of life and death. Baking is a serious matter! You repeat this in your head as you follow Sir Knight to the kitchen. How is the kitchen cleaner than a room? God damn. Now, let us commence. Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean? I mean, sure. I would love to swallow. I mean, hey, yes, please. With the noble art of baking. Sir Knight is in an apron. You're speechless. He scoffs. Straighten up, puny human. You step out of it and straighten your back immediately, ready to fight for your life. Assist Sir Knight in baking palmiers. Yes, sir. Excuse me? Yeah, I mean, yes, sir, Sir Knight. Huh. He throws a second apron at you. Arm yourself, Squire. For the noble art of baking, you need to be properly prepared. Squire. A squire is a young assistant or attendant to a knight, typically in training for knighthood, responsible for assisting and supporting their knight in various tasks, such as caring for weapons, armor, and horses. Hey, you're talking to me again. I have questions. Goodbye. No, wait! Hello! No answer. You groan in annoyance. No distractions. Or would you rather serve as a corpse than as my squire? Squire's perfectly fine, Sir Knight. You can't believe this is happening right now. You put on the apron and get ready to assist him in the noble art of baking, and to try not to die, Sir Knight starts getting out ingredients and tools. Now, commence the first step in baking palmiers, my squire. Yes, Sir Knight. So what is the first step? I expect my squire to know that. Oh, damn it. Baking just got serious. Alright, let's see. Preheat the oven. You anxiously turn to preheat the oven. Once you see Sir Knight nodding in approval, you let out a sigh of relief. He proceeds to line a baking sheet. He took out the oven with parchment paper. Then he starts combining granulated sugar, cinnamon, and salt in a bowl. You watch him curiously as he works. He does everything with such practiced ease. Do not stand uselessly idle, my squire. Continue assisting me as I mix the ingredients and proceed with the next step, which, as my squire, you surely know well. Of course, Knight. Get the eggs. Snort? Wrong! Ah! It is truly upsetting that I must kill my squire for failing to meet my required standard. He chuckles. You don't seem upset at all. You chose the path of the squire, so you shall die for failing to uphold the expectations that come with it. I didn't choose, though. You forced me. You were lucky I even entertained your presence for this long. Also, I must admit, you're proven to be quite entertaining for a puny human. And I can keep being entertaining, I swear. Correct. Slaying you shall prove even more entertaining. God dang them, I'm gonna die. I have died. God damn it. Okay, so if it's not get the eggs, get the puff pastry then. Sir Knight nods, although he seems almost disappointed you chose correctly again. Concerning. He sprinkles 2 tablespoons of the mixture from the bowl onto a clean surface. As you watch him, you think about how he'd be a great stay-at-home husband. Also, with the cleaning, he does seem to be good at it, given how polished his armor always is. He sure doesn't care about a clean room. Squire? Yeah. I do not want to keep reminding you about proceeding with the next step. Guess correctly or die. You know the drill by now. Okay. Eat the puff pastry sheet. I'm gonna do that. Wrong. Oh, God damn it. I thought this would be funny. I thought it would be funny. No, I'm going back. All right, I'll put one of the puff pastry sheets on top. Wrong. What do you mean wrong?
Ah!
It is truly upsetting that I must kill my... You chose correctly. He wants to kill you so bad. Sir Knight sprinkles more of the sugar mixture on top of the pastry and uses the pin roller to press it in. You just stand there, nervously waiting for him to give you another order, but for now he seems lost in the baking process. He rolls the sides towards center so they meet in the middle and slices off around 1 centimeter. As he places them onto the baking sheet and pushes them into the oven, you feel like you can finally relax a bit. Sir Knight looks at you as if he forgot you were there. Now, what is our next course of action, Squire? Oh no, another step? But isn't the baking part over now? There's not much you can think of that's left to do. We clean up? Wrong! Until the baking process is complete, our focus shall remain solely on the art of baking, leaving no room for distractions, not even cleaning. Once the final crumb is baked to perfection, only then we shall focus on tidying up. Of course, Sir Knight! Well, he didn't kill you at least. Is he finally showing some leniency towards you? So we just wait until the palmiers are finished baking. He takes off his apron and turns to look at the oven. Correct. We shall exercise patience and wait. There's an awkward silence. Or at least it's awkward for you. Sir Knight seems completely unbothered and doesn't make any attempts at talking with you. Now that the immediate danger of him murdering you has eased up a bit, you can finally get back to focusing on the job. But a direct approach isn't gonna work. He seems steadfast in staying here, all because of that master of his. Maybe trying to find out more about the relationship will help you with convincing him to leave. You're gonna have to probe him a bit first. Time to finally start playing Mediator. Up until now, you've been more of a bully victim and a lackey than a mediator anyway. What exactly are you? Are you human? You're attempting to insult me, my squire. No, sorry, I just wanted to ask, what exactly are you? Puny, unintelligent human. I am, of course, a knight. Does he even know what that is? Of course, but I do not need knowledge of what I am. It is my purpose that guides me. Thus, knowing my purpose is sufficient. So he really doesn't know what he is. Weird. Do any of the monsters here know? Doesn't look like it. Do you know how you got here? I do not, but I am certain of my duty. To remain steadfast in this place until my master returns to me. Until then, I shall not leave this room. Great. Also, you're glad he's at least willing to have a proper conversation with you now compared to before. You make a great house husband. Of what? You know, a husband that stays at home and cook and, do stuff. Cooking, cleaning. Well, maybe not cleaning. He seems to suck at that. Nonsense. My master requires me not as a caretaker of the household, but as a loyal knight by their side. Would you do it if your master asked you to? He falls silent for a moment, seemingly lost in thought. Why would my master require their knight to serve as a mere house husband? An absurd question to ponder, my dim-witted squire. He's avoiding the question. You get nosy. And if you'd only be their husband, without the stay-at-home stuff, I mean? He might be getting into risky territory, but you genuinely wonder what the knight's relationship to his master is. Well, you're still your master's knight, but also their husband. Can a knight even marry? Sir Knight scoffs bitterly. My master deserves a romantic companion of an elevated status far beyond that of a mere knight like myself. A knight's duty is to protect and serve, not to engage in romantic entanglements. But a knight has so many qualities you'd want in a partner, right? Loyalty, devotion, protectiveness. In a true partnership, equality reigns supreme, where both parties demonstrate loyalty and devotion to one another, fostering mutual respect. A true and noble knight such as myself will demonstrate all of these virtues without any expectations from my master, for I am not driven by personal desire, but by the solemn duty to serve, no matter what. Sounds a bit unfair. Excuse me? I mean, in my personal, unimportant, and stupid opinion, of course. A knight is not equal to their master. Thus, a knight is not entitled to entertain thoughts of equal standing or partnership, let alone marriage. My master deserves a partner who stands on equal footing with them. I see. You decide not to pry any further since this seems to be a touchy subject. What about your sword? You have a gun as a substitute for your sword. Where's your sword right now? Upon my master's return, I shall be granted permission to wield it again. Oh? Why's that? Because I have pledged my sword to them. I should not wield my sword without being under my master's command. Sir Knight keeps mentioning that master of his. Are they human? Or a monster like him? Are they even alive? Where is your master right now? Do you know? I do not need to know. My master shall return when my master deems it fit. Oh, he got really defensive. You wonder how long he's been waiting already. And what happens if his master never returns? Is he just gonna wait forever? Can he even do that? Can you die? No, because I cannot die twice. You died once already? Correct. I've died a long time ago on the battlefield. Yet, not even death could extinguish my flame, for I do not need a corporeal body to continue my endless servitude to my master. That's really amazing. It is the bare minimum for a true and noble knight such as myself. Despite his humble words, you can tell how boosted his ego is right now. Are the palmiers done? It smells nice. No, but 12 minutes have passed. It's time to flip them over. He takes out the palmiers and flips them over before placing them back into the oven. The aroma is already delicious. You feel your mouth water. Patience, my squire. Sorry. You catch yourself drooling and feel embarrassed. You continue waiting. This torture. It smells so good. You want to eat them right now. How long still? 5 minutes. 5 minutes? 300 agonizing seconds. Your mouth starts watering again. And now, 4 minutes. Only a minute passed. Come on, distract yourself to make the 4 minutes pass faster. Like how you need to stop whining over having to wait 4 more minutes. You have bigger problems, like getting this bully of a knight to vacate his room. Which admittedly seems almost impossible right now. You have no idea how you're supposed to convince him to leave without his master, who might be dead for all you know. Palmiers, the smell is so delicious. Sweet. Of course, Sir Knight will find your suffering funny. But you can't help it. You never smelled anything this delicious before. Is it normal for food to smell this good? It's not. There's no way. He must have done something with the palmiers, although you didn't notice anything out of the ordinary while watching him bake. But even if he had some weird baking powers, what weird and frankly useless power to have as a knight? Especially since he doesn't seem to eat his food in the first place. He can't seem to smell either. How weird. If only you could see what's under his helmet. You're really curious now. You try to steal a glance at him, trying to peek under his helmet as best as you can from your position. Squire? Sorry, I didn't see anything. The palmiers, they are finished. Retrieve them from the oven. Finally! You quickly open the oven to take out the palmiers, but you're so distracted by the delicious smell that you forget to wear gloves. Hot! With graceful speed and agility, Sir Knight catches all the palmiers before they hit the floor and arranges them on a platter in a matter of seconds. Incompetent, as expected. I shall overlook it this once, for humans are inherently incapable by nature. Oh, palmiers. I need them. Give me! Give me! You were too captivated by the aroma and appearance of the freshly baked palmiers that you forgot to be offended by his words. Can I? No. What? Did he just say you're not allowed to eat these beautiful, perfect, freshly baked palmiers after you've been waiting and smelling them for what feels like an eternity? But I helped you bake them. Like you asked me to. Do you truly demand a reward for merely fulfilling the bare minimum as my squire? Please, just one palmier, Sir Knight! What do you puny humans believe you are deserving of one of my delicious palmiers, my squire? Whatever, it's just palmiers. Who cares who can't eat any? There's worse, like getting brutally murdered by Sir Knight, right? Right? Please, just one palmier, Sir Knight! Please, please, please! He chuckles, amused. One palmier. For you. Yes! You start getting hopeful. Let me ponder. You stare at him, brimming with anticipation. Ring, ring. Him again. The hotel room phone is ringing. Who is it? The irritating numbskull from room 001. Sir Knight begrudgingly picks up the phone after it continues ringing endlessly. Heavy breathing can be heard from the other line. I smell palmiers! The man on the other end of the line screams into the phone like a maniac. You can hear every word standing beside Sir Knight. And finally, bake palmiers again? Did you bake them for me? Because I kept asking and calling and asking and calling and asking and calling you. It was because of me, wasn't it? No. I want palmiers. I need palmiers. I need them right now. Sorry for yelling. That smell. It drives me crazy. You hear something shatter and crash through the phone, accompanied by maniacal laughter and wheezing. It sounds like he's wreaking havoc on the other side. Okay, calm down now. Are you finished? Yes. I will throw them into the vent as always. Now stop calling me. Yes! Palmiers, let's go! Your palmiers are so good. I've never eaten anything this good. It's worth taking all the shits in the world, I swear. Do you know how good? Sir Knight hangs up. He puts some of the palmiers in a small box and gives it to you. Take this and toss it into the vent over there. It will reach that fool's room, and he can cease his irritating disturbances. Yes, Sir Knight. Good. He then turns his attention to his armor, cleaning some of the baking residue off of it. The palmiers in your hand. They smell so delicious. Must resist. You know that if you start eating one right now, you're gonna down all of them, and Sir Knight might just kill you over that. These palmiers are not worth dying over. Or are they? No! Why would you give me this choice so late? Ooh, eat them! You can't resist anymore. Your weak-minded and puny human brain is not strong enough against the call of the palmiers. In a matter of minutes, you down all of the palmiers at once like a lunatic. Huh? This is heaven. Pure bliss encapsulated in every bite. Never before have you tasted anything so divine. So exquisitely delicious. But you can immediately tell that this is about more than just taste. You have a vision, a glance into somebody's past, somebody you feel strangely connected to. You see a knight. Is that Sir Knight? He doesn't look like the Sir Knight you know at all, but somehow, you just know it's him. You're in a fancy-looking bedroom. It looks like it belongs to someone noble. There's even a huge sigil on the wall with a snake on it. There's medical equipment next to you as you're lying in a big, soft bed. Are you sick? Are you hurt? You don't feel any pain at the moment, though. What you do feel is a sense of joy and comfort. It's because you're eating palmiers, the ones that Sir Knight made for you. It's been so long since you've been able to enjoy them. You insist on sharing them with him, but he always refuses. Says he's not worthy to share a meal with you and would never disrespect you by doing so. You understand, but deep down, you wish things were different. You wonder if Sir Knight wishes for that too. Why are you seeing this? And feeling this too? You don't even know this person, but you are connected to them. You can feel it in your blood. Squire? Yeah! Where are the palmiers? The box Sir Knight gave you is empty because all the palmiers are in your stomach. Uh-oh. You pathetic little human! No, wait, I didn't have a choice! I just had to eat them, I swear! Nonsense. I am aware that restraining oneself can be very challenging when it comes to my culinary creations. They are flawless, after all. But that does not excuse your disregard for my orders, my squire. You don't understand, I was forced to eat them by something or someone. I don't know. They were calling to me and I couldn't help it. It was so weird. Calling you by name. He chuckles, clearly making fun of you because of how crazy and stupid you sound right now. Something forced me to eat them so I could see a vision or a memory. It was in the body of a person and could feel what they were feeling at that moment. And you were there too. You looked different, but I still knew it was you. It seems my palmiers were so exquisite that they rendered you intoxicated. I'm totally sober. And by the way, I was eating your palmiers as that person too. And I asked you to share them with me, but you didn't want to. And then I got sad because you never wanted to eat them together with me and wonder if you sometimes get sad about it too. And Sir Knight freezes. What did you say? He's finally paying attention! And we were in a really fancy-looking room and had a big purple sigil with a snake on it. There were lots of cups and herbs and bandages. Whoever I was, it seemed to have been hurt. He seems completely dumbfounded. For a moment, you feel like he's about to lose his composure for the first time. But he doesn't. It only takes him a minute to compose himself again. You felt what that person felt in the memory. Yeah. Then, as that person, where were you hurt? I don't know. I felt fine, actually. There wasn't any pain. Was that your master? So after the amputation. There is no way. Sir Knight straightens his back. There's suddenly something intense about him. There is no way. Come with me. Now! You're very confused by all this. As you follow him, you feel like this is something that's been a long time coming. Sword? The aura, the smell, the feeling, it's all so pleasant, so calming. The room brings you a sense of comfort that is completely foreign to you and familiar all at the same time. Sir Knight is kneeling in front of the sword that's stuck in the floor. This is your sword. He stands up again and nods. Yeah, my sword. Unable to be pulled out by anyone but my master. So that's why I can't use it. Correct. It is because in the past I have failed as a knight. Only when my master pulls out my sword and dubs me a knight again, if they deem me fit, that is, shall I wield it again. You failed? Pull it out. Sword? Me? Yes. But if I can't do it, then you die. Ah, don't kill me, please! I will not have to kill you myself. Anyone that isn't my master dies when touching the sword. Is he being serious right now? There's no way you're his master. Even if you did have that vision, you're not that person, right? That person seemed to be from a different time, a different world even. And if you refuse, Sir Knight is definitely gonna kill you. Oh God, he can't win. What are you waiting for? Ugh. Alright, oh God. There are like so many ways like this route ends. I refuse. There's no way I'm your master or some weird reincarnation of them or whatever. Or whatever it is you think might be the case. I'm definitely gonna die if I touch that sword. Huh. I suppose you're correct. My master would have never refused. Something changes inside Sir Knight. He had a flicker of hope that his long wait might be over, and he crushed that hope. I have no need for lowly, disgusting vermin like yourself. Entertaining even one of you has made your stupidity and delusions rub off on me. What? No! You can tell he's very, very disappointed right now, maybe even more at himself than you. I will not let that happen again. God, ow! Not my face! Not my face! God damn it! No! I will try to pull out the sword. With trembling hands, you hesitantly reach towards the sword. Oh, you're so gonna die. Here goes nothing. You grab the sword's handle and pull out the sword. I'm alive! You can't believe it. You're still alive. As you hold the sword up triumphantly, you can't help but laugh in relief. Master. Sup, my dude? Sir Knight's whole demeanor changes. He gets down on one knee in front of you and bows his head in respect. Master. My master. How long I've waited to kneel before you again. If you deem me worthy to remain in your service despite my past failure as a knight, then I pledge my unwavering loyalty to you once more. I shall uphold my virtues and defend you with every fiber of my being until the end of my existence. Is he making an oath to you? His voice is shaky, but his words are clear. If you do choose to judge me unworthy of serving as your knight again, then I shall cease to exist by the hands of that same sword. But without you, my master, my existence means nothing. He's pledging his loyalty to you, but he really sees you as his master now. He can't believe pulling the sword out worked. This all took an unexpected turn. But this is good. Very good, actually. This is your chance. Let's say you are deserving to be my knight despite your past mistakes. You can feel Sir Knight tense up in anticipation. But there's something I want you to do first before I dub you a knight again. Anything, my master! I am yours to command. Wait, what do I do? I'll order him around first. Before I dub you a knight, I want to test you a bit to see if you're not rusty. Yes, master! I shall execute any command with utmost efficiency. Well, first of all, you don't have to scream every word you say. Yes, master. My deepest apologies, master. This is awesome, compared to how much of a bully he's been to me. Compared to how much of a bully he's been to you, this is a complete 180. Bring me a glass of water. I'm thirsty. As you wish, master. He quickly leaves and comes back with a glass of water in a matter of seconds, along with some palmiers and napkins. Oh, wow, thanks, even though I didn't ask for the rest. Quenching my master's thirst isn't enough. You deserve to have any of your needs fulfilled at all times and beyond that. So he's essentially a butler now. Any of your needs, huh? A dark thought creeps into your head. You wonder if you should entertain it. As soon as your mind wanders into questionable territory, another voice interrupts you. He is a worthy knight. Be a worthy master. The voice in your head, and it felt menacing, like a threat. You quickly shake it off, a bit creeped up. But it's not the strangest thing that's happened today. Sir Knight stands proudly, beaming with excitement and waiting for your next command. He must be having the time of his life right now. Oh no, wait, I can abuse my power? I will abuse my power. You wonder how far you can take it. Probably as far as you want, considering how devoted Sir Knight is. To start with something simple. Do a little dance for me. As you wish, master. Sir Knight immediately does as he's told. You can't help but laugh and clap. He gives you a theatrical bow that you do at the end of a play. Happy he could make his master happy. For now, he's oblivious to your mocking undertones. Awesome. Now, I'm curious. Do you have any weaknesses? Are you able to get hurt? Nothing can harm me. I'm shielded by my soul, which burns brightly for you, my master. The only harm that can befall me is at your hands. I'm the only one that can hurt you? Indeed. As your devoted knight, my existence, my purpose, my loyalty, they all belong to you. You think back to all the times he's looked down at you and bullied you. You find yourself smiling. How would I even do that? Let's say you do something I disliked. How would I be able to punish you for it? I shall strive relentlessly to never disappoint or displease you, my master. However, if I ever fail you, I willingly accept my punishment at the edge of your sword. So the sword I'm holding is the only thing that can harm him. Is that the case until I spare him and dub him a knight? He gave me the option to kill you with a sword. Are you gonna die if I just lightly cut you with it? Only if you order me to die, my master. So if I order you not to die, I could just slash and cut you with the sword however many times I want. That is correct, my master. You could tell Sir Knight is getting tense with the way this conversation is going, but he never dares speak up against his master. He'd really let you do anything to him. You didn't expect to find that thought so exciting. Him acting so demeaning towards you up until now is probably the reason why. Or at least that's what you tell yourself. And you'd let me do that because you're my super awesome loyal knight, right? Yes, my master. I belong to you. I do not get to decide what you may or may not do with me. You can't help yourself anymore and take the first swing. He doesn't even flinch and takes it like a champ. If there's anything I've done to upset you, my master, I will accept any punishment you deem fit for me. He seems anxious. Not about me hurting him, but about me possibly being upset. Interesting. He gave him another slash. This time, a part of his armor breaks off, and he flinches slightly. So lightly, you almost missed it. Was that a flinch I saw? I deeply apologize, master. This sword is very powerful. I don't want to hear any more excuses. As my loyal knight, you should be able to take at least this much. You're right, master. I apologize, my master. The armor that breaks off reveals some of his skin underneath. A light layer of smoke is around it. Is it actually skin? With the tip of the sword, you slip between the rest of the broken armor plate and his skin, wanting to get it off. Sir Knight doesn't move an inch, letting you do as you please. Hey, yo! What are you even made of? Smoke? Do you have an actual body? The mist allows me to temporarily form a vessel that looks like and feels identical to that of my original body. However, I do not own a real corporeal body anymore. It perished long ago on the battlefield. Looks and feels identical to that of his original body. You find yourself smiling. It's not a well-meaning smile. Be a worthy master. Is that voice again, interrupting you? Is it supposed to make you feel bad for what you're doing? If so, it's not working. That night would have done far worse to you. But you can sense that the voice doesn't care. It doesn't care about you or anyone else that has been killed or tortured by Sir Knight. It only cares about Sir Knight himself. Shut up! I'll do what I want! As Sir Knight glances at you with concern and confusion, you're already giving him the third slash with the sword, breaking off more of his armor. This time he winces, but immediately composes himself again. I'm sorry, my master, for whatever I have done to upset you. Take off your helmet. I believe it would be an eyesore for you, my master. I do not want to sully your vision with the shameful display under my helmet. I don't care. Take it off. The fact that he really doesn't want you to see what's under his helmet makes this even better. You'll decide if you want to make him take off the rest of his armor once you finally see what's under it. As you watch Sir Knight reach for his helmet with shaking hands, you wonder if the excitement you're feeling from all of this makes you any better than him. But so what if you're getting off of this? He brought this upon himself, right? Unworthy vermin. Intense waves of pain travel throughout your body, ready to destroy every single one of your senses. Your eyeballs and tongue explode first, making blood gush out and run down your face. As you scream and grasp at your face, you notice how the feeling of blood on your fingers disappear, or any sense of feeling for that matter. You can't taste the blood anymore. The only thing left are your own screams you hear, but even those disappear once your eardrums explode too. We share a bloodline, but not the deservingness to be his master. In that moment, you realize that this is your punishment for not acting like a master worthy of a knight like him. I thought I could finally be laid to rest, but my search continues. I shall not rest until I find a worthy successor to be my beloved knight's master. You can't feel, see, hear, taste, or smell anything. The only thing present is the voice. You have tricked me. Therefore, you shall die forever and ever. I curse your soul to an eternal death. With that, the voice disappears, leaving you alone and petrified in an endless cycle of dying. Bad ending. Endless death sentence for the shot. No! Fine, I'm not gonna abuse my power. I'll just order him to leave the room. I want you to vacate this hotel room so I can finish up my job as a mediator. Only W a night outside of this room, understand? Sir Knight's whole body seems to beam with excitement as he straightens up and takes on a proud stance. You've never seen anyone this ecstatic at being ordered around before. Yes, master. I shall vacate my hotel room immediately. I shall be waiting for you outside. My master. He looks at you for a moment longer than necessary before he makes his way out of hotel room 004. You did it! You persuaded Sir Knight to leave his room. Purple room 003? Persuasion successful. I thought I was in room 4. You may now leave the purple room. Please proceed with your job until all 4 rooms are vacant. Alright, got the information for the dude. Great. You leave the room and go back to the main hallway. We're not done now, aren't we? We gotta go back. Alright, time to throw the palmiers into the vent. How do you throw them into the vent? Throw the palmiers into the vent. Throw the palmiers into the vent. Throw the palmiers into the vent. What's wrong with you? Why can't you resist them? Why do these palmiers keep calling to you? You can't resist them. You can't resist them. God, I can't. You can't resist anymore. Your weak-minded mind and puny human brain is not strong enough against the call of palmiers, and this all leads to the same thing, I believe. So, yeah. We're gonna roll it back. Okay, so everything else more or less leads to, like, either dying or, like, just continues through that route. I'm going to build the best, most perfect, and superior armor ever. With good eye and expert skills you got from somewhere, you managed to scavenge enough parts and build the best, most perfect, and superior armor ever. After putting on the armor, you feel extremely proud of yourself. You give Sir Knight a smug look when you watch him be unable to hide his amazement as he sees your armor. Not bad, huh? Huh. Well, thank you, lowly vermin, for building me an armor at my command. I didn't build this for you. I built it to prove you wrong, butthole! False. There's no way anyone is able to build an armor superior to mine, unless they are driven by the motivation to impress and aid me as a knight. Even when he clearly loses, he stays arrogant. You can't say you're surprised though, but it doesn't make it any less annoying. Since your armor is already so super cool and perfect like you said, you can just keep wearing that with your dumb carpet cape and biker helmet. You're not getting mine. Snort. You do not get to take back something you have so graciously offered me, lowly vermin. I never offered it to you in the first place! A violent blow to your head sends you crashing to the side with force. Yeah, my thanks, lowly vermin. I shall graciously accept this gift of yours. Crack pow! As you find yourself falling unconscious from his blows, you can feel your armor being stripped away, piece by piece. You make sure not to break the armor in the process of beating you to death, which just makes your death even more slow and painful. You can't believe you're getting robbed and murdered because of an armor you made to prove a knight wrong. What a way to die. Nice loot, but God, screw you! Alright, so how's it going, my dude? So, how's it going? Crazy day, huh? He scoffs. I've changed my mind. About what? I've decided to kill you after all. Slaying the heretic's vile creation has already irritated me enough. I do not need a puny human babbling in my ears too. Wait, I won't do any more small talk, I promise! I'm dead again, god damn it! Okay, I guess this is the last route we have to actually go through, which is I have direct orders from the king himself. You clear your throat and straighten your posture. I have come with direct orders from the king himself. He orders for you, his trusted and loyal knight, to vacate this room immediately. The knight doesn't seem to believe you. You're gonna defy direct orders from the king? You're a knight, you can't do that. Certain knight to you, vermin. Huh? I take orders from no king, only from my one and only master. So he can talk, he just didn't want to. Your master, he nods. I certainly do not take orders from vermin such as yourself. Hey! Despite getting annoyed, you decide to calm down and not talk him back. It's definitely not a good idea to start arguing with him. Alright. I wasn't sent by the king. I lied. If it wasn't obvious by now. I'm here to make you vacate your room. How bothersome. I shall smite you. Wait, I'm sorry for lying! Ah! Huh. Oh, how deeply I yearn to hold my trusted sword again. To wield it. To strike down any foes or fools that dare stand in my way. To witness their anguish and hear their cries of agony as they meet their end. But I shall exercise patience. Is he talking to you or himself? Patience until you, my master, return to me. Only then may I once again take up my sword in your service. For I pledge my blade to none other than you, my dear master. Without your command, my sword shall remain dormant and sheathed. Well, I'm gonna make a save here. Alright. So, you won't kill me. He, or rather his helmet, turns to look at you. Looks like he forgot you were there for a moment. I appreciate the reminder, lowly vermin. What the hell? Wait, a gun isn't very knightly of you, right? It is only a temporary substitute until I am able to wield my sword again. Although I find these so-called guns quite impractical and tedious to use in combat, I fail to comprehend how they are deemed deadlier than a faithful sword. The hell is he talking about? Guns are way better than deadlier swords? Alright, you're right. I'm nothing but a lowly vermin. Please don't shoot me. Shoot? He chuckles. But do humans always speak about shooting this weapon? Throwing it at you would prove even more practical and foolish. He thinks I'm expecting him to throw the gun at me? Does he not know how a gun works? And I'm sure killing me with this will be super annoying, like you said. So how about... Got my face! Ah, god damn it, I'm being beaten again. No! Right, I'm just gonna give him like the slow clap. Just clap slowly. You clap after hearing his touching speech. Beautiful! He sheds a fake tear. I shed a fake tear. I know. What the hell? Leave at once, vermin, or I shall end your pitiful existence with this gun.
Please don't shoot me!
Shoot. He chuckles. But the humans always speak about shooting this weapon. Throwing it at you will prove even more impractical and foolish. He thinks I expect him to throw the gun at me. Does he not know how a gun works? I have no interest in wasting my time on exterminating insects like you. Furthermore, this pathetic excuse of a weapon called gun is quite tedious to slay vermin like you with. So I strongly advise you to leave if you wish to avoid meeting your end by my hand. I refuse to depart from this room, and vermin such as yourself will not sway my resolve in the slightest. He breathed a sigh of relief. He didn't know you were holding when he doesn't immediately kill you. But now there's still the problem of finishing your job. Sir Knight doesn't move, waiting for you to leave the hotel room. Which you can't. Does he think you could? Oh, man. Okay, hang on. I can't leave even if I wanted to. Not until I manage to make you vacate your room. I'm being forced to do this. Why not? Because of the door. Yes, simply walk through it. Stupid vermin. But it's locked. False. It is not. Yes, it is. It is not. It is. False. Correct. False. Don't you think I would have sprinted out the door the moment you took out your gun? I simply assumed your foolish behavior stemmed from you being an unintelligent, grotesque-looking, and inferior human. He is so rude! It really is locked, I swear. So in order to get out of here, I need you to vacate the room. I can't leave otherwise. It appears they have changed the rules again. They? The people that trapped you here? I'm not that lucky, I swear. I'm not being annoying on purpose. I'm just trying to finish this job and get out of the hotel. Wait! Thought you weren't gonna kill me! Because I had assumed there was an alternate option, but apparently, that option doesn't exist for you anymore. You are lucky I even entertained your irritating presence for this long, so be grateful. I allowed you to remain alive thus far. Don't kill me! And I'm dead. How about I stay and help you clean? Maybe try to get his approval at first is a good way to start with someone as unapproachable and rude as him. I couldn't help but notice how your hotel room looks a tiny bit of a mess. Obviously, because a knight like yourself has better things to do than cleaning, right? Let me help you with tidying up the place. It is not a mess. Is he blind? I mean, it could be cleaner, right? And it could smell better, too. Smells fine. It smells horrendous! Does your nose not work? He blurts that out without... You blurt that out without thinking. He seems very offended. Looks like you struck a nerve. Does his nose really not work? What if he doesn't have a nose? Sorry, I didn't mean to offend. It's obviously because a lousy and overly sensitive human like me gets uncomfortable even with the slightest change of smell or environment. He scoffs. That is correct. You puny humans are so very strict about scent with your weak, inferior noses. Saved it. What should you talk about now? This topic didn't go so well. He glanced at a pile of rotten food where most of the foul smell seems to be coming from. A pile of food over there. You should make it all yourself. Correct. There's a lot of different kinds of food, especially pastries. Some are more recognizable than others because of how rotten they all are by now. Ugh. So you like cooking and baking. Do you tend to make too much food, or is that pile of food over there the ones that turned out bad? My cooking never turns out bad. He seems offended again. Ugh! Really need to walk on eggshells around this guy. My bad. Was just wondering why you weren't eating them. Is it not acceptable to cook simply for the joy of cooking without consuming it afterwards? Isn't that the whole point of making food? It's weird how defensive he gets over this. Either way, you'll have to change the subject a second time. You're right. I'm sure your food tastes delicious. If you choose to eat it, of course. Huh. Of course it does. Finally, a positive reaction, for his standards at least. I would definitely taste your food. In fact, I'd be honored to help you out. I'd be honored to help not let such good food go to waste. Time to put your skills in kissing ass to good use. Indeed, you are correct. It will certainly be a waste. He picks up some of the rotten food and hands it to you. Eat up. You can't tell what he just gave you is rotten beyond recognition, and the smell. Wow, thank you so much, Sir Knight. And like, what is that exactly? Palmiers. This used to be Palmiers? If you actually eat this, you might die! Can you, maybe make fresh ones? This is perfectly edible. All my culinary creations are. Eat up. But you persist in your continuous complaining. The scent in my room, the clutter on my floor, the freshness of my culinary creations. Despite my generosity in offering you the opportunity to taste my food, a privilege I have never extended to a human before. It is greatly disappointing to witness your lack of respect for the benevolence I am giving to an irritating, insignificant insect like yourself. You just stand there, dumbfounded. Eat up. He's pissed. Will he hurt you, or worse, kill you if you don't eat his rotten food? If you do eat it, you might just die from food poisoning. Are you gonna die either way? Oh my god. Oh lord. Wait, hang on. Let me just make another save here. Down it like a champ. Take a deep breath and down it like a champ. Don't puke. Don't puke. Well, what are your thoughts on my delicious palmyras, puny human? They... Don't puke! No! You heave and puke all the rotten food out again. Your stomach absolutely refuses to deal with whatever putrid stuff you're forcing into it. Oh no. Sorry. Naturally, you would vomit it all out again. It is rotten beyond recognition, and humans have such weak and feeble stomachs after all. This guy! Oh! I suppose you have proven to be a tad less pathetic than the puny humans before you. Is that supposed to be a compliment? You have asked for the privilege of tasting my freshly baked palmyras. I suppose you may get that privilege granted. Really? Thanks. He scoffs as you thank him, seemingly getting uncomfortable all of a sudden. Do not think I'm baking them specifically for a puny human like you. I had already planned on baking fresh palmyras today anyway. Jeez. You shall assist me. Understood, puny human? That wasn't a question but an order. Being forced to bake with him sounds pretty non-threatening compared to how it's been going up until now. Will we start now? He nods. You find yourself looking forward to a simple baking session. It might help you relax a bit given your circumstances. Alright, so what do we... Silence! Sorry! This is no cause for celebration. Do you perceive this as a frivolous matter? A task where you can afford to ease your focus? Yeah, you were thinking exactly that. Oh. Man, this is all the same as before, so... Yeah, we're gonna roll it back. Alright, I know that if I refuse, I'm definitely gonna die, so yeah. I can't eat this. You give up. You never had anything this repulsive in your hand, let alone having to eat it. Dying of poisoning from this stuff feels like such a dumb way to die. Not willing to endure even a modicum of suffering. So he knows how disgusting it is. Of course he does. Why do I have to do this in the first place? His demeanor seems to change, as if he's looking down on you even more, if that's even possible. He chuckles. Pain and suffering are inevitable aspects of life. If you cannot even endure voluntary suffering, how can you hope to withstand involuntary suffering, the one you cannot choose to run away from? Is he being serious right now? How is eating his rotten food gonna make you toughen up? Well, I'd rather not if I don't have to. He chuckles. Pathetic. Words of a coward. Fit for vermin such as yourself. Hey! You can act like this is a test of courage all you want, but it's obvious you just enjoy bullying me. Huh. You are correct. You've got a bad feeling about this. I will take great pleasure in cracking you open. Slowly. Very slowly. Vermin such as yourself display weakness and cowardice by continuously running away from hardships. A true soldier confronts these hardships head on. I'm not a soldier, though, and I don't want to be one. You just want to live a peaceful life, free from debt, stress, and especially the pressure of trying not to die. Suddenly, a sharp blow to your stomach knocks the air out of you and sends you crashing to the ground. You wheeze in pain as you try to get up, but Sir Knight keeps you pinned down. Why? He scoffs. Just as I started entertaining the possibility of a vermin like you catching my interest, you disappoint. You prove to be no different from the others. Simply pathetic. You squirm and struggle, earning another punch from Sir Knight. He gives you a blow to the face, bursting your lip open. Cease your squirming. He presses his thumb against your freshly bruised lip, drawing marblet and opening the wound more. Ow! Ah, it hurts!
eat your food, okay?
He chuckles. Foolish vermin, forcing me to dirty my armor with your lowly, inferior blood. After this, I will have to repeat the tedious task of cleaning it again. How bothersome. He laughs, clearly not finding the situation bothersome at all. Oh my god, you are obviously enjoying this! Don't act annoyed, you're obviously enjoying this, you weirdo! Huh. He doesn't disagree with you and gets ready to deliver another brutal strike. Your fear turns into anger, adrenaline coursing through you. Beat me up all you want! This is still better than eating those disgusting rotten palmiers of yours! Oh? Is that so? He delivers another blow, this time aiming straight for your gut. You groan in pain as the air gets knocked out of you again. Hell, this feels so awesome compared to eating your pail of shit food! Oh! He chuckles again, seemingly enjoying it some more and more. This time, he delivers a forceful kick to the side of your stomach. Ow! Is that all you got? I can take it! I can take it! The stitches on the side of your stomach open, make you bleed through your clothes. You curse and scream, unable to control yourself as the pain shoots through your body like wildfire. It appears I've discovered a weak point of yours, tiny human. Great, your stitches open again, and all because that sadistic piece of shit knight. He zeroes in on your open wound to drive his fingers in deep, causing a sharp wave of pain to shoot through your body. Ow! Oh, God damn it. So, you still prefer this over enjoying my delicious palmiers? Yes! You grit your teeth and suppress your sobs and screams as best as you can. You refuse to let this asshole make you beg for mercy. Yes! So much better! Really? He digs his fingers deeper. Ow! Oh, God! Oh, so good! Just keep it coming! Keep it coming, Bitman! Screw you! With your dusty carpet and goofy-looking helmet, you dumb... Oh! Why, you little... He gets ready to strike against your open wound again. Oh, boy, it's so good! Still better! Really? You prefer bleeding out and dying a pathetic and painful death over eating my palmiers I so graciously offered you? Yes! Harder! Come on! I know you got more in you! Taste but a scratch! The pain and adrenaline are making you go insane. Is it now? Yes? And my food would still be worse than this. Yes, it would! Very well, then. Eat up. Huh? Eat up, vermin. What? Is he seriously telling you to eat the rotten palmiers again? As you try to get up, another wave of unbearable pain shoots through your body. You stay hunched over. There's no way you'll be able to get up in your current state. But now I shall make an exception and grant mercy. Be grateful, vermin. For this is the first and only time I shall grant any amount of mercy for an inferior human like you. He steps closer, making you incredibly anxious about what he'll do to you next. No, please, what are you? And suddenly you see smoke coming out from under his helmet. What the? At first you're terrified and confused, thinking he's about to continue torturing you, but as the smoke envelopes you, it doesn't hurt or feel uncomfortable at all. Compared to what you just had to endure, this feels like heaven. You feel a soothing surge of energy course through your body and caressing your skin. Before you know it, the pain gradually starts to disappear. Oh. The smoke seems to be able to change, becoming thicker and more solid where it needs to heal you. It gently slips into your wounds, making you jump in panic at first. But to your surprise, it doesn't cause any discomfort at all. You start to heal, bit by bit. Even that nasty bleeding gash on your stomach begins to close up. At some point, the sensation changes from merely easing the pain to feeling really good. What is this? But just as you're starting to enjoy the smoke swirling around and inside your body, it starts retreating. You hold back a disappointed groan. You tease! These powers have been graciously bestowed upon me by divine authority. It's a token of recognition for my unyielding loyalty to my master. It surpassed that of any ordinary mortal knight. Now, back to the matter at hand, vermin. Right. Sir Knight healed you so you could finish eating his stupid rotten palmiers. Good God, he won't let that go no matter what, huh? Well, despite what you were yelling at him during the moment of rage, you lied, of course. Eating disgusting rotten food is definitely better than getting beaten up by a sadist of a knight. Oh my God. I know downing it like a champ will likely lead to the same route as before, so I'm gonna still refuse. So you heal me just to continue force-feeding me your rotten food? Correct. What is wrong with you? Is doing this getting you off or something? He scoffs. Here I believe you to be the first human that might prove intriguing, but alas, I've misjudged you. What a regrettable waste of my time. Okay, I guess he whipped me good. He whipped me real good. Goddamn. Alright, what happens if I scream in terror instead? You find yourself unable to suppress the rising panic inside you as tears start welling up in your eyes from all the pain and fear. Please. It hurts. You twist your arm. Oh, God! Please don't kill me! You start sobbing. Your screams and tears only seem to further fuel his perverted enjoyment of your suffering. How disheartening. You see my skills and expertise in combat wasted in such a useless manner. He complains, clearly enjoying abusing his power on somebody as helpless as you. And furthermore, a waste of my precious time, too. He complains again, obviously prolonging your suffering unnecessarily long. He finally twists your arm enough to make your bone crack. Ow! Oh, actually that felt real good. Oh, could you do that again? Like, oh my God, my back has been giving me some massive problems, and this is helping. This is really helping. You scream in agony and trash around. The pain is excruciating. Twitching like an insect. You wish he would have just shot and killed you with his gun, or even bludgeoned you to death with it. Just anything less agonizing than this torture. Your vision goes black as each of his blows rain down on your fragile human body. The man's pain drowns out everything but the sickening sound of breaking bones and your own screams. Thud. Your body, limp and mangled, falls to the floor. As you take your last breaths, you feel relieved that this assault is finally over. Death seems like a blessing compared to this. The last thing you hear before you die is a sadistic chuckle. That end. Crushed like an insect. Anyway, that was Monster X Mediator. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do want to play this for yourselves, link to the game will be in the description below. We will be back with more Monster X Mediator once Rooms 2 or 3 comes out sometime in the future. But hey, if you guys haven't watched the first part of this, hey, go ahead, check out the previous video. Should be somewhere here or I don't know. Probably popped up somewhere during the video. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all have a lovely rest of the day. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next video. This is Lion, signing off. Ciao.